Ellis, we're down here at Molly Matt Stein's, where you're about to start your pro career. Because you put pen to paper with my boss and now your manager, Mr. Wood. When was that?
That was in November.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was on one of the shows in November, yeah.
Well, let's find out a little bit about you then. So, how old are you first?
20.
20?
Yeah.
A baby. And a fairly successful amateur as well.
Yeah, so I've done like 10 years in the amateur. 2 national titles, boxed for England, won a few box cups like Mugsdown, Hull.
Good.
Shit like that, yeah.
And how many fights did that entail in your amateur career?
Around 50,
yeah.
Maybe like 56. I think I lost like 8 or 9.
Some record, that, mate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I always say a 50-50 record in the amateur game is a good record. So obviously that's something like about an 84% or something silly like that. So that's a very good record, mate, and a couple of national titles thrown in as well.
Yeah.
So when were they? What were they? Were they young or what?
Yeah. So the first one was the minors, which I won. And the second one I won, it was 2017.
Right, so not too long.
That was class B, schoolboys.
And what gym did you box at?
Transport.
Transport. Did you always stay all your career?
Yeah, started there. Yeah, finished there. Yeah.
So how did you find your way down to Lee Molyneux's in Molly Matt Stein?
Yeah, so one of the lads from Transport brought me down, and just brought me down one night and just kept going.
So what part? Because I know them, but it's pretty tiny, Liverpool. You can visit, every single gym in Liverpool in one day.
Gyms, yeah.
And they're all so close to one another. You can walk from one to another.
Yeah, so it's the boss of Spa and stuff like that.
So how far is where you live to where you training now?
Literally about 15 minutes.
Right.
Driving, yeah, not far.
And there's a bit of brains as well as beauty, mate? Because I asked you why, when was your last fight? You said it was about 18 months ago in the amateur, and like I thought, well, why was a break? But you've been to university.
Yeah. So I've been in uni, doing real estate on a 3-year course.
Yeah.
But you finished that in like 3-4 months, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you've got a career behind you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Which hopefully you won't need.
Yeah.
If everything goes well. And I remember, I was asking. I said I'd never seen you, but I actually have. Yeah. I must have filmed you. It must have been the year that you went on to win the nationals then, because I'm pretty sure it was the championships, and it was in Manchester, and it was about 2014, maybe 2015. Would that have been minors then? You would have been.
Yeah, it would have been something like that. Yeah.
And you were tiny, mate.
Yeah, it would have been 2015. Like, yeah.
And then, like I say, so I didn't know too much about you, but I was asking Paul Edwards about you, and he went, "Oh, he's a good kid, him."
Yeah.
And when your voice goes a little bit quiet, sharp intake, good kid, him. And he said you really will suit the pro game. And after watching you today, I think he's right. Nice lift up. Is that your little go-to shot? Not giving anything away.
It's not giving nothing away, but it's one of the favourite,
yeah. And what's your hope for? I mean, was your ambition always to go pro?
Yeah, so as a kid, it's always been in me to go pro, and I was with England, and then it just didn't feel right with England, even when I was there doing camps and that. In my head, I always wanted to turn pro, so yeah, I'm happy it's happening now.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between the amateurs and the pro game.
It's completely
you can be a phenomenal amateur.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean to say you're going to be a phenomenal pro.
No,
and there's a lot of kids that were good amateurs that make phenomenal pros.
Yeah.
So we're not sure, and we'll find out, because we've got a date now. We've got a venue, and we've even got an opponent, and that's unusual for us, because normally the opponent, it still might change, but I believe you've got the very, very, very experienced Fons Alexander, who I think is. At present, he's on about 165 fights, and his record isn't brilliant. I think there's 8 wins on there and a couple of draws or something. But you judge these journeymen on how many times they get stopped, and in 165 fights, 6 times, mate. 6 times, and you look at his resume and the people that he's been in with, who at the time were novices like you. But go on to be champions. It's some feat. He's a very, 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 very tough and great test for anyone.
Yeah, he is, yeah, but just, as I've been saying, can't wait to get in there, put a performance on.
Yeah.
Show us what I'm about, yeah.
And then what's it like? 'Cause I know it's a horrible thing because it's a sport, but it's also a popularity contest.
Yeah.
How do you do on the tickets, mate?
Yeah, so I'm doing quite well on the tickets so far, yeah.
Yeah.
Still got a few more to show.
Well, it's only a little small venue, that Crown Central Hall.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've ever been in there. We've started going there regularly. We used to be at the Olympia
Yeah,
a lot.
well that's where I got signed, it was.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Well, mate, it's a fantastic venue. Because it's only small, but it's great atmosphere.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere. And there's not a single bad seat in the house. Whether you're up in the balconies or you're on ringside, it's just... we've only just started going there. I think we've had 3 shows there. It's becoming one of my favourite venues. I like it. It's really intimate.
It's good,
and you know, even if there's, you know, if there's, let's say there's 800 people in there, which is like full. If there's 800 people in the Olympia, it's like it's empty. You know, so for as a boxing person, as you know, for you boxing, it makes it so much better, mate. You know what I mean? Because the atmosphere is tremendous. So yeah, I think it's going to be a cracking.
Yeah, it will be good, yeah.
And we've got a title fight on the night that you make your debut. And we've got another kid making his debut. So we've got 2 debutants on there. I think we've got about 3 or 4 other fights on there, as well as the title fight, which is a rematch between Leon Williams and Jake Barton.
Yeah, I've seen that to be much, yeah.
A sort of scouts derby. I think Leon's more Widnes, Wigan way. I think he's Widnes, Warrington way, and Jake is Southend, Southport.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be a good night, mate.
Yeah, it'll be a good night, yeah. Can't wait.
And what are you hoping for then? Well, let's say I'm talking to you in, say, 5 years' time. What would you like to achieve by then? Because you'll still be a baby then?
Yeah, still be a baby, yeah. Literally just win everything, try and get a title fight as soon as I can, if I'm ready for it. Just go with the ranks in the pro game.
And what way are you going to be competing at?
Yeah, doing welter.
Welterweight, yeah. And then we don't really know, because you can make welter quite easy at present, but it's probably maybe another 18 months of going in the into it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see. We'd end up being a super welterweight, light middleweight, you don't know. I remember speaking to a couple of kids who we signed during lockdown, and one was going to be a featherweight and one was going to be a super lightweight, and the kid who's going to be a featherweight is a lightweight now, and the kid who's going to be a super lightweight is a light middleweight. So you never know.
That's lockdown for you, though.
Yeah. So excited for it then?
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah.
Well, listen, after watching you today, I'm excited to see what you bring to the table. I think you're going to bring excitement, mate. Yeah. So
definitely.
We'll be filming it. We'll be going live on our YouTube channel, and we'll have Louise, who does our post-fight interviews. Is she going to be talking to you afterwards? And is she going to be saying 1-0?
Definitely, yeah, 100%.
Ellis, welcome to the team, mate, and good luck for the 17th.
Nice one.
Take care, mate.
Nice.
Bye.
See you later.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.